Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Nicole McShane and I post pretty much anything lifestyle, motherhood, just basically anything I like to do, cleaning, all that sort of stuff, days out, anything like that. So that's what I post over here on my channel. I recently took a bit of a break for it, May. If you follow me over on Instagram at Mrs. Nicole McShane, I talk on there all the time about things that I've got going on, so you'll probably know if you've come from there what's been happening. But I took a bit of a break, but I've now got a few videos on the way of some ideas that I've had, so stay tuned for those. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a mummy of two. I've got Penelope, who is 5 years old, and Henry, who is just 2 years old. They are my absolute favourite people in the world, not forgetting my husband, of course. I love my children more than anything. They are amazing people, but they can be a pain in the butt. It's just the truth, right? Like most of you out there will probably feel the same way, that kids can be damn hard work. Some days you might just be thinking, give me a break. And do you know what? That's fine. It's okay to feel like that. But when it becomes a problem is when you're feeling like that every single day, because this is our lives, isn't it? You don't want to feel like you need a break every single day, all day, every day sometimes. And I've been there, and I know a number of friends of mine have been there. And obviously the whole world has pretty much been on quarantine for the last couple of months, haven't we? We're together 24/7, we're under each other's feet all the time. And I personally have had some really ill health over the last few months, so it can become really, really tough. Penelope, who is my 5-year-old, is the sweetest, kindest little girl. She's so generous. She's always looking for ways she can be kind to people. She's really clever and she takes things in at a really fast rate, and she wants to learn new things. But on the other hand, she's very stubborn. She's very argumentative. The stubbornness, I hope, will take her far in life, but it can be hard work when you are trying to parent a stubborn person. She's so slow, to the point where we have nicknamed her Flash Flash 100-Yard Dash. Any Disney fans up in the house will know the reference. And she gets so upset and disheartened daily, not even daily, hourly. If she can't do something, she gets so frustrated and so angry and so upset, and she gets really, really like sensitive about things. And it was becoming a problem, like a really big problem. I recently took a productivity workshop, which was quite fun to do. And in that, we had to discuss what our pain points are throughout the day that stop us doing the things that we need to do and the things that we want to do. Basically, the things that stop you being productive. And to be honest, the majority of our pain points in our day were the children's behaviour. No matter what time of day it was, no matter what topic it was around, it seemed to stem down to the children not cooperating, doing as they're told, not listening, etc, etc. We sat down for 4 hours. I mean, like 4 hours of in-depth conversation. There were some tears, there was some crosswords, but ultimately, we wholeheartedly have each other's back 100%. We know what we're trying to achieve. And that is so crucial, guys, that if you're a couple trying to parent, you both need to be on the same page with what you're trying to achieve with your children's behaviour, because there is no point in mum trying to reduce screen time and dad's just letting kids watch TV whenever they want, because they will play you off against each other. Children are not stupid. My 2-year-old is bright. Like, they know how to manipulate. They are like masters of manipulation. You both need to just get on the same wavelength and sing from the same hymn sheet, because otherwise it's not going to work ultimately. So I suggest sitting down together to discuss what you both want, and you can come to an agreement. Luckily, me and Kieran are pretty in agreement of how we want to raise our children and how we want to discipline them, so that was pretty easy. It was just figuring out how to do it. So in the 4 hours, we came up with a clipboard system. Now, I'm not going to take the credit for this. I've found it online. But basically, we just take an everyday clipboard that you use, like an office clipboard. And what we've done is we've put a behaviour chart on the front of it. Now, you might be thinking, oh, behaviour chart, I've tried those, I've tried this. A behaviour chart is so simple, but in this behaviour chart, we've dumbed it down because obviously our children are 2 and 5. So basically on the clipboard, you just put a behaviour chart in a Polly Pocket wallet in the front of there. I've done 2 different ones for Penelope and Henry. I'll mention why in a moment. These charts are all squares with pictures of what we expect the children to do. Penelope's has writing on because she's learning to read as well at the moment. And when the child has done said task, they will cross it off on their clipboard. So they cross off their chart, and then at the end of the day we wipe it clean and then start all over again the next day. Easy enough, right? Right. It's very easy. It's a very easy plan, but you need to stick to it. So they have to complete all of their chart before they're allowed any screen time whatsoever, and I mean any screen time, and any play dates, which obviously hasn't been too difficult during lockdown, or it might be that they want to play with a particular toy and they're not allowed to do that until their chalk chart is done. And that's the motivation to do it. Penelope's a big screen lover, so the screen time is a massive motivator for her to do it. The first day that we did it, the kids were quite excited. They were like, oh, our new charts, we're going to do it. And they were excited to get the jobs done. Even Henry was too. His is a lot more simplified, but they came down and they were doing all the tasks. And we've put tasks on there that they actually do quite regular, like make the bed, put the wash in the wash basket. Penelope does that anyway, so she's quickly crossing that off. But when it come down to them little things that she needs to do that she gets upset about, we still had some teething problems at first. She started crying and she didn't want to do it. And do you know what I did? I just put the onus back on her and just pushed back. And instead of being like, stop crying, calm down, I just was like, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. You do not have to do that on that board. What? But I said, that is so fine, but you cannot play with your OMG dolls, because she just got some OMG dolls for her birthday. And you cannot watch TV until all those squares are complete. But if you don't want to complete it, that is fine, but just know that you cannot come and ask me for those things. And she sat and she thought about it, and I could see the cogs ticking a little bit, and she was like, So she reluctantly did it, because she was like shook, like, what, no TV? No iPad? No OMG dolls? Like, what? I can't have anything? I can't just say, no, I don't want to do it, and I can just go and put the TV on? Like, no. That is no. Day 2, we still kind of had the teething problems when it came to the certain tasks, like, oh, I don't want the clipboard, I don't want to do it. And at that point, again, it is so easy to just be like, oh, do you know what, just go and put TV on because I can't be bothered listening to you. Which we've all done, right? Because it's easy. It is the easy way out. They get what they want and we ultimately get peace and quiet. But it isn't helping the behaviour. So, again, put the onus back on them. Put the onus back on her. That's fine. You don't have to do it. But if you don't do it, you don't get those pleasures. So, day 3, she came down and she was like, I'm gonna get my clipboard, ticking them all off, doing them all. And since then, it's just been straight away. And if she comes to me and says, Mummy, can I watch TV? And I'll be like, is your clipboard done? And she'll be like, no. And I'm like, why are you asking? Or she'll just go straight off and get a clipboard. Or sometimes she comes to me and she goes, I've done my clipboard, can I go and watch TV now? And I still monitor the TV time because she was turned into a TV zombie. We've been at home a very long time. It's so easy to just put TV on all the time. So I still monitor how much she watches the TV, but I'm not making that choice anymore, whether she can or cannot watch the TV. It's down to her. So this is Penelope's chart. As you can see, she's been crossing some stuff off today. She's currently just working on her writing whilst I'm finishing this video. It's been good that I can get something done while she's doing something. But you can see we've got gymnastics on here. So I said to her, if you don't want to do gymnastics, that's fine, we'll cancel the class. She's like, no, I love gymnastics. But because she couldn't do the poses, because she's 5, she's just started, she needs to learn how to do it. And gymnastics isn't just something you can go straight into. She was just so upset that she couldn't do this bridge pose, or she couldn't just do the splits, and that she had to train for it. And her teacher asked her to train every day. Well, Monday we had such a big meltdown about it that I didn't even bother Tuesday, Wednesday. And then we started this clipboard system on the Thursday and the Friday. And by the Saturday, when her class was, she could do a perfect bridge. So when she was the only one in her class that could do it, and she only practiced for 15 minutes on Thursday and 15 minutes on Friday. And by Saturday, she was the only one in her class that could do the perfect full bridge. And now she's really motivated to do it. So most days, whereas she would kick off to practice gymnastics, gymnastics is the first thing that she goes and practices. So it's working in the fact that now she's feeling positive and she's understanding a bit more that actually I don't just get given things, I have to work for them. And by doing this, she's learning really important life lessons, that you don't just get given things in life, you have to work for it. And I'm not gonna lie, it has been work on our part as well. We've had to instill it, we have to push it, we have to back it wholeheartedly. Both parents, not just me, not just Kieran, both of us together are clipboard, 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 because there's no point me saying, have you done your clipboard, but then Kieran's gone and put Disney Channel on for it. It's not gonna work. You both have to be on the same page and cope with them teething problems, and eventually it will work itself out and it will just become routine and it will become the normal in your household. And like you can see from Penelope's clipboard, a lot of these she has to do with me. We have to practice the phonics. I make sure she does the writing. She has to come with me and show me what she's been writing. I sit with her while she reads to me to make sure she's reading it properly. I have to supervise gymnastics. I was doing all those things anyway, but I had the arguments and the tantrums to go along with it that was backing our day up. So something that would have taken half an hour was taking us 3 hours because we were having all these whinging and moaning in between. And now she's just doing it, and it's leaving us so much more time in the day for other things, fun things, productive things, watching TV. It's just leaving so much more time for us all. And ultimately it's left us all feeling happier. Like me and Kieran feel happier, so we're not as snappy with each other, because if we're snappy then that's going to be on the kids as well. We're a happier household because the kids aren't shouting at each other all the time, and it's just been nicer, basically a nicer house to live in since doing this system. So I wholeheartedly believe in it, but you have to put the effort in with it. So you're probably asking, like, what should I do now? It seems like such a simple thing, right? A simple concept of just a behaviour chart. What you should do next is, if you're a single parent, obviously it's a bit different. You sit down and just discuss what your pain points are in the day and what you want to accomplish with your child's behaviour. If you are a couple, however, I would suggest sitting down with your spouse or significant other and discussing, like, what you want your child's behaviour to be like, what you want your household to be like. It might be tough. Like I said, we had a few crosswords in our discussion, but we got where we needed to go, and now we're working back from it, and we've got a solution for it. And as you can see, the majority of our clipboard is basically clean up after yourself, which is just good manners anyway, but if it's on the clipboard I don't have to keep nagging. Extracurriculars and learning, pretty much. And there's 2 chores on there. She has to help me with 2 chores around the house. So like, put your laundry away or go and wipe the unit down. So she'll come to me and say, Mummy, I need to do chore 1, and I'll basically just take a microfiber cloth, I'll wet it and just say, go and wipe the units for me. And it helps me with something, and it's teaching her basic household running jobs and how to help other people, because we truly believe in helping others and being kind to others. So it's helping us all around. Henry's clipboard is a bit different. So this is Henry's clipboard, and he's 2, so he's not really old enough for this. If he was a single child, only child, I probably wouldn't be doing this with him just yet. He's a bit young. But because Penelope's got it and he's got it together, they're doing it together as like a little team, and it's really cute because she helps him with his, he helps her with hers, and they sort of know what they need to get done. Like, he's been watering the flowers for us every day, so because it's raining today we've crossed that off for him. I make his bed, but he picks his teddies up and puts them back on his bed. He has a learning app, which we monitor if they're on the learning app on the iPad. He helps with a chore, so basically like put your laundry in the laundry basket, so just teaching him like good cleaning up manners. And then we have put your toys away and some learning on there for him, so we'll just do numbers or something. So obviously again I will be doing that with him, but they help each other out with it, and I think it just helps, because if Penelope had it on her own she'd be like, well, why have I got one and Henry's not got one? And if he starts at an early age, by the time he's 5, he'll be well on his way with it, and we won't have to instill it in him from an early age, and he loves it as well. So now that you've discussed what kind of behaviours you want your children to have, you need to make your chart. So you can go ahead and make these. I did mine on Canva, or if you don't want the hassle of making one, you can order them from myself. I do have blank copies of both of these, so I've got Henry's and Penelope's. there would basically just be 10 boxes on each that are blank, and then the blank name at the top, which I would email over to you, and they're 50p each. But like I said, you can go ahead and make them yourself. Those are just for anyone who wants less hassle. If you click the link below to PayPal and just put in the notes Penelope chart or Henry chart for the one you want, and I will email that over to you. We do the charts Monday through Friday and have a break on Saturday and Sunday, and each day that the chart is complete, Penelope can earn 50p that day. So it's £2.50 a week, which is half her age, which I think is a suitable amount to earn as pocket money. If she completes her chart, she gets the 50p, but then if she wants to earn more money by doing jobs for people, she is more than welcome to do that. So if she wants to do extra work, we will pay her to do extra chores and extra jobs, and teaching her to earn her own money and also how to save her money, which is obviously going to be a long way before she fully understands. But hopefully learning this from such a young age will just instill a really good behaviour in them when they're older, so that they learn to save half the money and not spend all of it. And when Henry's a little older, we'll allow him to start earning the pocket money as well, but at the moment he just really doesn't understand anything about money at all. So that's basically it. Thank you for sticking with me through this video. I hope that it's been really helpful for you. Honestly, just give this some time, just put some effort in, put in the work, and have some patience, and I promise you, you will reap those rewards. So like I said, I've got some more videos coming, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss those, and then hit the little bell and it'll notify you anytime any of my videos go live. Thank you for watching my video today, and I will see you in the next one.